This is the Outdoor Life channel. Today we are going to talk about the most reliable UTVs and side-by-sides available right now. Every piece of equipment has a natural lifespan. Whether it's your push mower that eventually corrodes and dies or your 30-year-old monkey wrench that will probably last another 30, everything has its limit. The longer they last and the more abuse they put up with, the more reliable they are. When you're considering a new side-by-side, reliability is even more important. They're tasked with doing what few other vehicles are capable of, going off-road. Once you've left the manicured path for unknown terrain, anything can happen. Here's our list of the most reliable UTVs available now. These vehicles are ready to face the unknown. These are the most reliable UTVs on the market. Here's why. The following machines are standouts in terms of their overall quality from the factory. Durable parts are key, but a given manufacturer's quality control makes a big difference too. So let's get to it. The Honda Pioneer 1000. Honda may not make the most cutting-edge vehicles when it comes to power and performance, but nobody can best them when it comes to quality. Go with a Honda Pioneer to get a vehicle that will keep on trucking no matter what. They say the devil's in the details, and that's what sets Honda apart from the rest. The quality of every part, from the engine and transmission to dash and seats, is a cut above the rest. If you keep up with your maintenance schedule, this is one vehicle you can count on for ages. While the high-quality parts are the reason we put it on our list, its suspension is no slouch either. It boasts 12.7 inches of ground clearance and a 63-inch wide stance. A ground clearance like that will help it avoid taking unnecessary bumps and hits on your ride. Honda's penchant for making reliable machines extends far beyond UTVs. If you want a high-quality machine that will start, go, and pull its weight for years, a Honda Pioneer can't be beat. All Honda's UTVs and side-by-sides are equipped with durable parts that don't break down easily even under heavy loads, and it is unlikely that you will run into problems with any of the Honda Pioneer 1000 models. The Kawasaki Terrex Krx 1000. Kawasaki's first foray into the sport UTV market came in the form of the 2020 Kawasaki Terrex Krx 1000, and they came out swinging. The 2021 renditions carry the same traditions of high-quality OEM parts that verge on overkill. Built from the ground up to be the ultimate sport side-by-sides, the Terrex 1000 lineup is not to be denied by the world's toughest trails. The game-changing Terrex Krx 1000 series inspires confidence with a terrain-taming combination of power, performance, and capability. Add in an unprecedented level of comfort and the superior build quality of Kawasaki side-by-sides, and you've got everything you need to push the limits for an adventure of a lifetime. The suspension gives you more clearance and more width than any other UTV in its price range. It packs in 31-inch tires on beadlock wheels too. More ground clearance means fewer bumps, and few bumps mean this thing will stand the test of time. That's an impressive setup to be sure, but it's the construction of the whole suspension that has us impressed. The front arms and four-link trailing arms aren't just impressive from a comfort and control standpoint, they are also beefy. You don't normally see such thick tubing in factory suspension parts. The fact that everything is so big and beefy on the Kawasaki Terrex Krx 1000 is what makes it one of the most reliable UTVs in our book. Kawasaki really stepped it up for the Terrex Krx 1000. It's built like a tank with thicker suspension parts and a more aggressive stance. These upgrades give it a durable suspension that keeps you from bottoming out and doing damage while you ride. Comfort and protection for both passengers, and expansive storage capabilities. Mold all of that together with the excellent build quality on the KRX and you have one heck of a great vehicle. The Yamaha RMX1000. It's positioned as a sport utility side-by-side to take on the Polaris Razor 1000 and the KRX 1000. While it doesn't have the same bump-avoiding ground clearance as the KRX 1000, it certainly has enough. It'll clear over any normal terrain without bottoming out. It also sports some beefy arms in the front and rear that can certainly take a beating. But what really sets the Yamaha apart is the transmission. Yamaha knows how to make a quality CVT, and this one is probably the best. It features a warranty-backed 10-year belt life, and it performs great too. It grips well to provide smooth, predictable power, and the engine braking is excellent. It's a great machine overall, but if you want a reliable transmission, this is it. A heavy hitter in its class, the RMX platform is the first of a new generation of vehicles for Yamaha aimed at customer experience and multi-purpose utility. The configurations tread the line between sport machines and utility vehicles better than any Wolverine to date. The Yamaha 1000 is a stalwart machine designed to do work and have fun. They have a solid suspension and reliable engines that make them rank on our list. If you want a UTV that will rocket across a smooth surface just as well as it will climb a steep rock pile with a comfortable cabin and a roomy cargo bed, the 2022 Yamaha Wolverine 1000 Sport is a fantastic option. Yamaha engineered this reliable vehicle to be a great all-around machine for trail riding while offering more utility and comfort than a pure performance model, and they hit a home run. The Honda Talon 1000. We're putting another Honda on our list. The Honda Talon 1000 DAR. With sport models, every part gets pushed, hit, shoved, and jumped harder. Luckily, the same things we love about the Pioneer are what we love about the Talon. Their detail-oriented quality means this is a sport model that can handle year after year of pushing the engine, transmission, and drivetrain to the limit. In particular, the Honda Talon has advanced arm bushings designed to last as long as the arms themselves. And they've got some of the best axles we've seen from factory. It's an impressive package to be sure. The one thing that holds it back in our rise is the ground clearance. The Talon 1000 DAR sports 13 inches of clearance, while the 1000 has just 12.7 inches. That's okay for a utility-focused UTV, but on a sport model, we want more. And you can have more with a little help from a lift kit. The Honda Talon 1000 is one of the most reliable sport UTVs on the market. It's built with Honda's unmatched quality standards that ensure it won't fall apart at the seams. The only thing that bothers us about it is the relatively low ground clearance for a sport model. The best thing about the Honda Talon is, hands down, the Honda DCT transmission. Both the 1000 DAR and 1000X models have a DCT, and it's a huge improvement over the traditional belt-driven clutch setup that most side-by-sides use. Not only does a Honda DCT transmission eliminate the belt as a failure point, but it also shifts incredibly quickly and smoothly. DCT stands for dual clutch transmission, which basically means that the next gear is already engaged before you shift to it. It's so smooth, you might not even feel it change. The Talon is really a quality machine. A machine that will hold up to the abuse of almost anyone. Honda maintains its excellent reputation for building strong, reliable products with this machine. The Polaris Razor Pro XP. Reliability tends to become an issue when you reach the top of the horsepower spectrum. When your RPM is high enough to rattle windows, you know you're beating your machine up. Not to mention, you're hitting every bump, rock, and stick that much harder when you're going 60, 70, or 80 miles per hour. That's why we have to reward the Razor Pro XP for its excellent chassis. They sacrifice some weight and top speed to make the bones of the Pro XP that much stronger. We're confident that this machine will still be running true in 10 years' time. To top it all off, it has great ground clearance and excellent suspension, so you shouldn't be beating the heck out of your undercarriage every ride. We do have one reservation recommending the Razor Pro XP because of the clutch issues they've had. Luckily, they've issued a recall that should have them all fixed. The Polaris Razor Pro XP is the most powerful sport UTV on our list. We like it for its upgraded chassis and roll cage that keeps it running true after thousands of miles of high-speed riding. With a 39% stronger transmission, 3 times stronger front drive and 8 times stronger axles, every component is more robust, more refined and ready for you to stay on the gas through the toughest terrain. Polaris pushed their engineers to build the strongest Razor ever. Every component is built up to 8 times tougher, from chassis, axles, clutching, and transmission, so that you can push it to the limit on tough terrain and stay riding longer. The Can-Am Maverick Sport 1000R. Can-Am has produced some great models over the years, but they really pushed the boundaries with the Maverick Sport 1000R. The Sport 1000R combines power with comfort, and it has incredible suspension action. Also, its design means the chassis has more equilibrium, and the suspension setup allows for fantastic handling. If you are looking for a reliable UTV that can cope well with all manner of terrains, consider the Can-Am Maverick Sport 1000R. The Can-Am comes with the Rotax engines and an available smart lock differential for precise handling. The 100 horsepower Maverick Sportex 1000R is fast and capable, especially when pushed to the limit. You can't get more reliable than this machine. Boost your reliability. It's important to remember that every UTV on the market is more reliable than they were 10 years ago. Differentials, transmissions, and wear parts have gotten much better over the years, but these are the standouts. Get one of these, and you're bound to have fewer breakdowns. Any machine, whether it's on this list or not, can be made tougher, better, and more reliable with a few upgrades.